Kim from thesquishymonster.com, and today my friends and I are baking up some special Christmas cookies for you guys, so you'll have to check them out at the end of this video, and their links will also be provided below. Today we're doing round 2 of those chocolate peppermint cookies. The base will remain that soft, cakey cookie, and we're going to top it with more chocolate and then toast a homemade marshmallow on top. So you get this ooey gooey effect. It's a textural explosion between all 3 layers, and if you've never had a homemade marshmallow, you're really in for a treat, as they're nothing like their store counterpart. They're puffy and airy and light, and it's kind of like biting into a soft and sweet fluffy cloud. It's that pillowy and it just kind of melts in your mouth. The very first thing I'm going to do is bloom my gelatin by sprinkling in my grass-fed gelatin into my cold water and letting it sit aside until it completely dissolves and blooms. Right now I'm just stirring together some cold filtered water with some sugar, and I'm going to heat this until it all dissolves. And then when it's clear, I'm going to pour in my bloom gelatin and bring it to a boil. Once your sugar gets dissolved, you can scrape in your bloom gelatin, and you just want to bring this to a boil. It happens fairly quickly, so just keep your eye on it, and then you want to pour it into your mixer bowl. And you want to cool it until it's halfway cooled, and then I'm going to add in my flavorings. You can add in whatever extracts or colors or flavors you'd like. I'm just going to keep it very simple with some vanilla and a little pinch of salt. Once it's cooled down a bit, you can tip in your flavorings. I'm choosing, like I said, vanilla and a sprinkle of salt to offset all that sweetness. And now we're just going to whisk it together until it gets really puffy and voluminous. I whipped my marshmallows for about 15 minutes, gradually increasing the speed, and what I ended up with was this really light and airy concoction. So the next step is to pour it into your mold, whatever baking dish you have. I cannot stress the importance of lining your pan with parchment. I really highly recommend that. You can alternatively also use just a bunch of powdered sugar or toasted coconut, nuts, or whatever you really like. Like I said, I'm going to keep mine very simple. So now I'm just going to pour my marshmallows into my pan to set. The marshmallows will take a few hours to dry out, but you'll know when they're ready, and there are 2 things that'll be your best friends here. Lots of powdered sugar and scissors, which I find just easier to work with. I've done this several times before, and also you don't even have to cut them out if you don't want. You can always stamp out cute little shapes with cookie cutters. So just dust everything as much as you can with the powdered sugar, and then I'm just going to go in there and cut it. Cut out as big or as little as you'd like. I'm going to make them pretty fairly small because I'm going to top the cookies with them for the hot chocolate cookies. And then take each strip and dust it liberally in the powdered sugar, and then just cut off little cubes. I'm just spooning chocolate over each one of my chocolate cookies, and these are the same base as my chocolate peppermint cookies, so I'll link that video if you're interested. So I'm just smoothing over some melted chocolate on each one of those soft cakey cookies, and then topping each one with one of those fluffy homemade marshmallows. I'm just going to hit it with the broiler so it develops a sugary crust, and it's just going to be an incredible experience. It's going to be so yummy.